Hello students, let's start chapter 3 limits. Now before going to definition of limits, there are some basic definition. So first part is functions and their graphs. Now what is function? First of all, what is function? Now, in definition of function, two sets are given. Okay, consider one set is A, another set is B. Now, function means, let us denote the set A by this symbol. This is set B. Any mapping in which every element of A, suppose there are 4 elements in A, capital A, suppose there are 4 elements A, B, C, D in set A, then for every element of this capital A, there is a unique element related to A. That is, suppose it is f of A. For B also there is some unique element, okay, f of B. Okay, for C also there is some unique element, it may possible like this. For B it is single element, for C single element is there. Okay, for D single element is there. Let us denote it by f of D. So what is function? Then this mapping, we called it as a function. What is function? A and B are any non-empty subset. Now in your syllabus we are considering A and B as a subset of R. Okay. Now what a function? Every element of A, each and every element must have a unique element. Okay. Every and unique. These are important words. Like this means here is some element E. Without mapping is not possible. Then this is not function. Okay. Every element must have a image. Okay. Now in this set A is called as domain and set B is called as codomain or range. Codomain or range. What range means? The only elements who has pre-image, like this. Now in this case, in function, there may be some element, it may possible that there are some elements who doesn't have pre-image. Okay, it is possible that here is element who doesn't have pre-image, but it is not possible that here is some element without image. It is not possible in function. Okay. Now we are considering A and B are subsets of R. Okay. Then such function is denoted by f from A to B. If A and B are subsets of R, then such functions are called as real valued functions. Such functions are real valued functions. Let us write down this definition. So definition: a function f from A to a set B is a rule, we call it as a rule, that assigns a unique element f of x that belongs to B to each element x belongs to A. Means for x belongs to A, there is a unique element, we denote it by f of x for function f. Okay, that this is a rule that assign a unique element. This element is unique, this mapping is unique. Okay, fx belongs to B for each element belongs to A. This is the definition of function. here the set A is called as the domain of the function f, and the set B, A is domain of function, and the set B is called as the range, or in bracket codomain of f. Okay, here we will consider A and B. In calculus we will consider A and B as a subset of R. So if A, B are subset of R, set of real numbers, okay, where if A and B subset of R is a function with domain A and codomain B, then we write it as f from A to B, and called f as real valued function. Okay, in this case f is called as real valued function when A and B are subset of set of real numbers. Next is definition of interval. Now what is interval? A set A subset of R is said to be an interval if for any xy belongs to A, the set S such that T belongs to R such that x less equal T less equal Y is a subset of A. What is interval? Consider A is a subset of R. Consider this is a real line. Now this A, consider this is A, this complete set is A, this complete subset is A. It is interval when if for any xy, suppose this is x, suppose this is y, for any, okay, for any xy belongs to A, the set T belongs to R such that T is in between x and y, means all these elements in between x and y are again subset of A, means you can take any two elements of A, all these elements in between these two elements will be again element of A, means that complete line segment will be in A. That is called as a interval. Examples of interval: A is equal to T belongs to R such that 1 less equal T less equal 2 is an interval. Okay, it is interval 1 to 2 like this. If this is 1, this is 2, it is closed interval. Less equal means 1 and 2 are included. Okay, this is our interval. Second example, suppose B is equal to T belongs to R such that T is between, now consider this, T less equal to union 3. Can it be interval? What we are considering? 1 to 2, this whole part, union this 3. Can this set be an interval? No, it is not possible. Why not? Because these middle elements are not included. There must be a complete set or line segment that must be included in the set. So here B is not an interval. Okay. Therefore, any set is interval when that line segment must be in the set. So we can write, thus the subset A of real numbers, the subset A of real numbers is an interval if for any two elements in A, the line segment joining them is totally contained in A. Take any two elements, line segment joining that two elements must also be in A. Okay. So we can write any set of the form or every set of the form x belongs to R such that A less equal x less equal B, every element of A and B. So this set where A, B are real numbers, A less than B is an interval. Okay. Now there are types of interval. Like this means, consider this. Suppose it is A, B. It is closed interval. Here A and B are included in the set. Means here we can write this set as x belongs to R such that A less equal x less equal B. Means A and B are included. It is open interval, x belongs to R such that A strictly less than x strictly less than B. Only these elements A and B are not included here. So we are taking it as open interval. Some intervals are like this: A is not included, B is included, or A is included, B is not included. This interval is called as closed interval. It is open interval. It is half closed, half open interval. It is also half closed, half open interval. So let us write down these intervals. Let A and B belongs to R, A less than B, then A is equal to curly bracket, A is equal to x belongs to R such that A less equal x less equal B. B is equal to x belongs to R such that A strictly less than x strictly less than B. C is equal to x belongs to R such that A less than x less equal B. Then A is called closed interval. Then A is called closed interval, comma, B is called open interval, and C is neither open nor closed. It is neither open nor closed. Again, A is denoted by, set A is denoted by, it is closed, so like this. B is denoted by, it is open, so open intervals A, B, and C is denoted by, A is not included, B included, so A open, B closed. Okay. Now in these examples, if this A is minus infinity or if B is infinity, if A is minus infinity, then what happen? A is minus infinity to some B, then this interval is infinite interval. Or if B is infinity, this B is infinity, A is here somewhere, then this is also infinite interval. Okay, so we can write, in above sets if either a is equal to minus infinity or b is equal to infinity, then the intervals are called as infinite intervals. Okay, so in that case also the interval, if the interval is x belongs to R, set of all x, such that a less equal x less than infinity, so this interval is denoted by a closed, infinity open. So we denote it by a closed, infinity open is called closed interval. Whereas the interval x belongs to R such that a less than x less than infinity, we denote it by a to infinity, is called open interval. Okay, and similarly, and what will be similarly, minus infinity to b is called closed interval, minus infinity to open b, that will be called as open interval. Okay, let us solve some examples. Example, define f from R to R as f of x is equal to root x. Is f a function? We have to determine whether f is a function. Why? Yes or no? Why? What is domain? Domain is set of real number. Codomain is also set of real number. Definition is f of x means we can take any real number, and in codomain means this is a set of real numbers. Okay, minus infinity to infinity, suppose it is 0 here, suppose like this. And codomain we will take square root of, means if 0 is there, square root of 0 0, 4 is there, square root of 4 2, that is okay. But what about negative numbers? It is given it is R, it is given it is R. If we are taking minus 1, then square root of minus 1, is square root of minus 1 is real? No, it is not real number. So this function is, we cannot say function, so f is not a function. So here f is not a function. What the reason? Suppose we are taking, for x is equal to minus 1, let us take minus 1 belongs to domain. This is domain, okay, this R is domain. Its image means that will be present in codomain. Its image, let us denote it by y, that is, here is minus 1, here will be f of minus 1. What will be f of minus 1 by this definition? Square root of minus 1 is not belongs to R. This R is codomain. Okay, therefore f is not a function. But if we are taking this as 0 to infinity, sorry, if we are taking here, if we are taking domain as only positive reals from 0 to infinity, then definitely this function, this f will be function. Okay, because square root of every positive real number including 0 is present in R. Now let us take some examples. Define f from R to minus infinity to 0 as f of x is equal to x square. Is f a function? y. What is given? F of r. Domain is r. Range is minus infinity to 0. Means range is all negative real numbers. Okay. Now we are taking x from real. That may be negative, 0, positive. And here is x square. Means this is codomain. Whether the square of all real numbers are negative? No, it is not possible, because square of all numbers are positive, therefore it is not a function. Okay, we are taking what is given. This is r. R means set, that is real line. Okay, 0 negative numbers, positive numbers. And what is codomain? Minus infinity to 0 means it is minus infinity to 0. All are negative. And what is function f of x is x square. So square of all this will be definitely positive. So that must be here positive. So definitely that r, square of all these numbers, are not included in codomain. Therefore this f is not function. F is not a function since square of all real numbers are positive except 0. Okay, except 0. Square of 0, 0. Square of all real numbers are positive, and that numbers not included in codomain minus infinity to 0. Therefore here f is not function. Then next example, define f from r to n by f of x is equal to x by 2. Is f a function? Why? So what is domain? Domain is real, set of real number. Codomain is set of natural number. Given function is f of x. We take this x from set of real numbers. And what is rule? We take its 1/2. So definitely it will also be not a function. Why not? If we take 1 here, 1 from real number, by rule f of 1 will be 1/2. And that 1/2 is definitely not natural number. That not included in codomain. Therefore it is not a function. So you can give that reason. Okay. Another example, suppose f is a function from set of natural to set of natural by same f of x is equal to x by 2. Is f a function? Why? So it is also not a function. Why not? Here domain is what? Set of natural, that is 1, 2, 3 like this, and codomain is also set of natural number. F of x, suppose we are taking 1, f of 1 will be 1/2, but that 1/2 is not natural. If we take 2, that is included. Okay, but all elements or all images must be included in codomain. If we take 3, 3 by 2, 3 by 2, that is also not included in codomain. So it is also not a function. Another example, define f from n to n by f of x is equal to x plus 1. Is a function? Why? Yes, it is a function. Why so? F of natural to natural, f of 1 will be 2, that is natural. F of 2 will be 3, that is natural. F of 3 will be 4, that is natural number. So this is definitely a rule that we call as function. Okay. Now for every function we can plot a graph. Graph of every function exists. Now what is definition of graph? Definition: let A be subset of R, set of real number, and f is a function from a to b be a function, a from a to b be a function, then the graph of f is the set x comma f of x, where x belongs to a, x belongs to domain. Graph is nothing but the set that includes that order pair x and f of x. Okay, this is also which is subset of R square. R square means R cross R. That is, we can write graph of f is equal to set of all xy belongs to R square, such that this y is nothing but y is equal to f of x, where x belongs to domain. Okay, so graph of f is nothing but subset of this R square, R cross R. Let us stop here. In next lecture we will solve some more examples. We have seen the definition of graph. In next lecture we will plot graphs of some functions. Okay, thank you.